Imagine taking a plane alone to a country you've never been before. Once you've landed in that unfamiliar country, you might feel anxious or nervous because you don't know your surroundings very well. This is what happens to most students when they study abroad for the first time. I experienced the same feeling when I studied abroad in Florence, Italy. It took me a while to adjust on how to get from class back to my apartment without getting lost. I didn't know much about the city, and I was nervous to adjust to a completely new environment. Today, I will give you a few recommendations to the best restaurants, sites, and gelato places for a visit to Florence, Italy. Let's begin. The first recommendation that I will give you for a visit to Florence is to select the best restaurants for the best dining experience. The first recommendation I would recommend would be called All'Antico Vinaio. This restaurant is one of the most famous panini shops in Florence, and it's a must-to-go place. As you can see in these photos, paninis are huge and the lines are extremely long, so definitely go. Also check out the prosciutto. It's absolutely delicious. The second restaurant I would recommend is called Osteria La Vinaia. This was my all-time favorite restaurant. It was the most authentic Italian restaurant. As you can see in the photo, the restaurant felt like you were in an Italian kitchen. My favorite dish was the carbonara, and that's centered in the middle. It's a egg and cheese based pasta with bacon. It's absolutely delicious. And the dessert that we had was tiramisu, and tiramisu isn't my favorite dessert, but when I tried it here, it was out of this world. It's also in a pot, so it looks like a plant.
Oh, really?
Cool. The third restaurant I would recommend is called Dolce Amaro. This is actually a cafe shop, and it's my favorite shop that I would go to almost every day. I became friends with the barista, and she would teach me Italian on the different types of baked goods in the case. So it was a really great place to just study and hang out. I bet these restaurant recommendations got your mouth watering, right? Well, let's continue. The second recommendation I would give to you for a visit to Florence is to select the best sites so you can learn about Florence's beautiful history. The first site I would recommend is seeing the Duomo. The Duomo's first stone was laid in 1296, so you can imagine how old this building really is. They still hold Catholic masses, and I was lucky enough to actually climb up to the top of the dome. It was pretty terrifying, but awesome once we reached the top. So that's the dome up there, so we were able to climb up there. The second site I would recommend you seeing is the Ponte Vecchio. Here's a picture of me. I couldn't find the actual photo of the bridge, but behind you can see this bridge is known for shops that are built along, and they sell high-end jewelry. I actually bought this ring there, so that's pretty cool. And this bridge was actually one of the oldest standing bridges after World War II. The third site I would recommend you seeing is the Michelangelo. The Michelangelo is a place where you can see the entire city of Florence. You can walk up the steps, kind of a hike, although the site is absolutely breathtaking. Here's a photo of what your view would look like. These sites are a must to visit. Let's continue further for the next recommendations. The third recommendation I would give to you is to select the best gelato places. So the first recommendation is called Corso di Neri, which is on the left. This was my favorite gelato shop because it had such unique flavors. I'd always get the Nutella and the stracciatella, which is basically like chocolate chip. So that's that. The middle one is called La Carria di Vai de Benci, but Henry can pronounce that better than I can. So this place you can get a gelato cone for just €1, which is pretty great for college students. And the last recommendation I would give to you is Eduardo's, which is on the right. It's right near the Duomo, and this is Beyonce's actually favorite gelateria. Also, everything's organic too. Now that I've finished sharing with you my recommendations. In conclusion, if you ever visit Florence, Italy, you now have a list of great places to experience during your adventures to a new country. Also, don't be afraid to try new things. Step out of your comfort zone. By trying new meals really made my experience in Italy even better, so take advantage of the fresh food and beautiful scenery that Italy has to offer. From amazing food to the sights you see, your experience in Italy will be a lifetime of wonderful memories. I hope someday you'll take some of these recommendations and experience the pure Italian culture like I did. Thank you.